and take a chance with us. Raise your glass up, drinking to.
Hi there, I'm Miha or MKSpots, and these are 4 things I don't like about the Abarth 595 and Abarth. Now, I do want to say that I absolutely love this car, and it wasn't actually easy finding 4 things that aren't great about it and I don't love. But since no car is perfect, I think we should just get right into this. Number 1. Now, this might sound like a silly complaint, but the Abarth doesn't have heated seats. This might be fine with normal cloth seats, but if you're running leather seats like this car is, it's a very useful feature to have, especially on cold winter days. And the problem is, it's not like you can even choose to add this to your car. Heated seats aren't an option you can choose on the Abarth in the configurator. Number 2. The touch control screen is kind of crap. Now, the screen this Abarth has is a 7-inch screen, which actually costs an extra £700, but it's still not great. Now, obviously I've used worse screens in my life, but I would love for the screen to be slightly more responsive and even slightly bigger. We're living in 2017. My phone is 5.5 inches, making it slightly smaller than the screen, and it's definitely more responsive, which actually helps a lot if you're typing in a longer address into the navigation. Number 3. No cruise control. Obviously, this is a very small issue, unless you're driving on the highway all the time and you love cruise control. But if you ever take this car out on a road trip without cruise control, you're gonna start feeling a little pain in your right leg. My best guess is that Abarth did include this in the car, since it's just a small city car after all. It's not supposed to be a car you take on massive road trips. Number 4. And the biggest thing about this car, which you can hate, I think, is that it's still just a Fiat. Now, obviously that sounds silly, but if you drive this car around, you'll begin to feel that this car is nothing more than a sporty Fiat 500. It's just a Fiat 500 with a bigger engine. Most plastics feel quite cheap, and it's not that they're inexpensive, they're just cheap. The car has a beautiful line inside and outside, but for example, the layout of the buttons on the dashboard and controls doesn't even come close to something German like a Polo or Up, where maybe they're not as nice, but they're just laid out better. They're made to look nice, and that's obviously important, but functionality is more important. In addition, almost everything is taken out of a Fiat 500, a car which is much cheaper and much more for the people. The boot strap, as a prime example, feels extremely cheap. It's just a piece of cloth attached on a screw. I mean, it's basically what you get. It is exactly what you get in the standard Fiat 500, and I would love for it to have maybe made out of leather or feel more sturdy. So that's all. That's all that I can really say about the Fiat 500, the Abarth 500, although it's very similar. It truly is a great car in almost all regards, and for the money is one of the best hot hatches you can buy. And if you have the money to buy this car, you really should give it a shot. This is a brilliant car to have fun in. Go take it out on test drive and see how the car goes, how it goes around corners, and just how well this car grips, and even how much fun it is in the city driving around at normal speed with its loud exhaust and an engine that's just a lot of fun when driving around. Anyway, thank you for watching. Tell me in the comments what you think about this video. Do you agree with my complaints? Do you disagree? Do you have an Abarth 595 yourself? And do you have similar complaints or other complaints? I'll see you in the next one. MKSpots.